Okay, till previous classes, we have discussed about the basics, data types, commands, constraints, identity property, right? So we have discussed to load data into a table or creating a table, inserting data into it, selecting data from the table, right? So now let's take an example of selecting data. Okay. So if you take an example here, let me choose October 2021. Yeah, right. So select star from employee, and if I do select star from department, right, we have these many records. So now my requirement is, if I execute both at a time, so employee table have employee ID, employee name, and then employee age. Department table has department ID, employee ID, and then department name, right? So now I want to display data like, okay, so how I wanted is, employee ID, employee name, right? So employee age, and then department ID and department name. How do you get this result set? My select column should be like this, combining of these two tables columns, right? So I have to fetch data this way in a single table values, like in a single result set. I can say instead of two tables, I want to display in a single table or single result set, right? So this is result set will call. So here we have two result sets, right? So I need to display in a single result set, which means there are two tables involved here. We need to fetch few columns from one table and another few columns from another table, right? So any idea how to fetch these guys?
Select star from employee.
Mm-hmm.
In the brackets, employee ID, employee name,
Mm-hmm.
employee age.
Okay.
Close the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Star from department, department ID and department name in the bracket.
Star.
From department.
Are you sure that will work?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, select star from employee. Here I need to mention column list.
Yeah.
Employee ID, employee name, employee age. Then
Uh,
what I have to mention?
At the place of star, you can mention column names.
Sorry?
Whatever you
come out from the bracket, sir, and then go for department in the brackets, department ID and department name. You need to go for from column.
That's it.
Yeah. Shall we try?
Do you think this will work? See, it will not work. Okay. So either you would have told like maybe union or union. All right. So maybe by using union, we can fetch result set, but see, there are a conversion issues. Why? Because data type issues. So when you do union, the two tables columns data type should be same. Here it has integer and here this one is varchar, right? So this is mismatching. And then if you combine also, result set will not be like this, right? It will be combination. Only these columns will be there, but values will be both, right? Not the result set this way. But if you want to get this way, so we have a concept called joins, right? So we have to use the joins to combine two table result set. Guys, can you go on mute if you're not talking. Yeah. See, we have to use the joins concept, and joins is nothing but joins are used to retrieve data from more than two tables. All right. So joins are used to retrieve data from more than two tables. So which means at least two tables should be there to get to do joins. All right. So based on the join conditions. Okay. So we have to mention the join condition, that the syntax I'll tell you later. And we have different types of join types here. They are inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and then full outer join, and the last one is cross join. Okay. So these are the types of joins available in SQL Server. Okay. So by using these various joins, you can combine the two table result set, two or more. At least two tables should be involved in a join. If you want to involve more than two also, we can. That I'll tell you how to join more than two. Okay. Now what does the inner join will do? Right. So inner join, it will retrieve only matching records between the tables involved. Right. If there are two tables, then only matching records will get based on join condition. You got it? So it will retrieve only matching records between the tables and based on the join condition. So join condition is, so how do you write the code is, I'll tell you, then I'll give explanation. You'll get better idea. Select, let's say employee, or maybe I'll give star, select star from employee, and then we have to give inner join, and then second table department on employee dot empid or eid. Let me check the column names. Both the classes employee id, right? So employee id equals to dept dot employee id, right? So this is the syntax which you should follow. So select star means, see, let's see how many columns it will retrieve. Based on that, we'll decide. It is retrieving second time employee id as well, right? So if we give star, it will retrieve all the columns from both the tables. Okay. So the syntax is selecting and then column list from table A, which is first table, and do inner join and second table name on employee ID equals to employee ID, which means based on these two column values, we can decide whether the matching or not matching. Clear? So here only whatever the matching records are there, it will retrieve. So if you observe both two tables data here, we will get to know how many records. All right. So double one is there here as well. Double two also there. Double three also there. Right. So all the values are matching records only here between these two tables, right? Based on the employee ID. Whatever the employee IDs which are there in the employee table, all the values are there in the department table. Let's say for your understanding, let me insert a record into employee table which is not there in the department. Okay. Insert into employee values. Guys, you no need to insert again and again. Why? Because here I am differentiating few values which are not there in the department table. That's the reason why I'm inserting it. Okay, understand the scenario. And employee ID, I'll just give 5555 and employee name and then employee age, right? So let's say I'll give employee age as employee name as Vamshi, right? So if I execute, data will get insert. Now, if you check from both the tables, guys, now you get the definition of inner join. So it will retrieve only matching records between the tables involved based on the join condition, right? So now tell me, if I do inner join, what will be the output? Do you think 5555 will retrieve as output?
Yes.
No.
No.
No. Because
What is the
it's not
definition I
same with
told? Only matching records based on the join condition. So join condition is based on the employee ID between two tables, which means we have to make a lookup between this column and then this column values. So 1111 is matching here. Yes, it will retrieve, and 2222 also matching. And 5555, do you think it is matching here? No, right? So that's why it will not retrieve. Let me show you. Do you think can you see there is no 5555 here? All right. So the explanation for this is, I'll tell you how does the join will perform. Let me copy these two tables query as well here. I'll execute all three results at a time. Yeah. So now, so how does the join will perform is, each value from one table will join with all the values in the second table. Got it? So we have got 7 rows, right? So do you think, will you get a doubt? Do you guys have any doubt how that 7 records came as output? Definitely you'll be having a doubt, right? So 7 rows are first value in first table will try to join with all the values in the second table, which means 1111 here will check with all the values here. So 1111 equals to 1111 matching, right? So here one record, and then 1111 equals to 2222. No, right? It is not matching. 3333 not matching, right? And then 2222 not matching. So 1111 here once it got matched, and then here is the value. Then 2222. Okay, is 2222 matching with 1111? No. 2222 with 2222? Yes, there is a record here. Okay, and then 2222 with 3333? No. And then 2222 with 2222? Yes, here there is a record again. Right? Next another value 1111. So there is a record here for 1111. That's why second 1111 is there. Okay, and then again 2222. 2222, how many times are there here? 2 times. That is how you can see 2 times here. And 3333, only once it is there, right? So only once it will match. That is where the value. And if you take the value of 5555, 5555 is not matching with 1111 or 2222, 3333 or 2222. That is why you cannot see this value in the result set here. Clear? That is how you need to perform the joins. Each value of first table column will try to look up with all the values in the second table column, whatever you have utilized in the join, right? So ఈ వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి ఇందులో ఉన్న అన్ని వాల్యూస్ పైన మ్యాచింగ్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఎక్కడైతే మ్యాచింగ్ రికార్డ్ ఉంటుందో అది రిజల్ట్ సెట్ గా తీసుకొస్తుంది. గైస్ క్లియర్? ఇఫ్ యు డిడ్ నాట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ లెట్ మీ నో. The rest all joins will perform on this explanation only.
Clear.
Clear everybody? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now for inner join we have got 7 records, right? So now can you all tell me? Okay, let me give explanation first. So left outer join. So what will in left outer join? It will retrieve in the sense selecting. Okay, all the records from left table and only matching records from right table. Right and left is nothing but the first table which you had given here, that is left table, and after join whatever it is there, that will call it as a right table. That's it, right? So left table and after join whatever the table we are giving, that is a right table. That is what the meaning I have written here, left table and then right table. Okay, now tell me how many records will get for left outer join. Can anyone tell? Take your time and tell me the answer based on the definition. Guys, if you did not understand, ask me. If you understand, so try to answer me. Okay, how many records? Tell me the count,
All the
7 or 8.
7 records.
from the employee.
Sorry.
7 records, sir.
How about others?
5 records.
5 records.
13 records.
13 records. Okay.
5 records.
5, 13, and then 6 also someone told. Or any other answers?
13 only, sir.
13. Okay.
I think 10.
10. Okay. Okay. So how does the join will perform? All the records from left table and then matching records from the right table. So now tell me one thing. Do you think 5555 will be fetched as a result set here?
No,
No. How about others?
because we don't have any matching.
Can
No,
you
it will
read out the
get-
definition
get-
here?
All the records from the left table.
Left side, left table, yes.
Yeah, then. So the definition says it will retrieve all the records from the left table and only matching records from the right table, right? So let me execute it. The query will be same condition. You just need to change the join here. Instead of inner join, it should be left outer join. That's it, right? Because we are joining with the same field here, employee ID. Why we need to join with employee ID in the sense these are the two columns which are matching with the values, right? So you have to identify a column which will be having matching values in between the tables. Only that column you have to use in the join. See, you cannot here employee name with department name, right? So there is no relation between these two columns, right? So that's why I'm using employee ID and then employee ID here. Okay. So let me execute. We'll see how many records. 8 records. No one told the answer 8. Right. So how 8 records? Let me explain you. I'll select all the 3 result sets. The first thing is 1111 will try to match with all the columns here. So only one record is matching, and but anyhow it is there also on the left table. So one record, right? And then the second value is 2222. Since it is on the left table, it will fetch, and then the matching records from the right table also has to fetch. So how many times this value is matching on the right side? It is there on the left table, but the definition says matching records from right table also. How many times it is matching? 2 times,
2 times.
right? So that's why for 2222, 2 records are there based on the matching condition, right? So and then again 1111. How many times? 1 time.
1 time.
And then 2222, 2 times are there. So again you can see 2222 2 times. 3333 only once it is there and also matching on the right table. You can see once. But 5555 you have in the left table, but you don't have it in the right table. Still it will retrieve, but whatever the values from the right table, for them it will be null. See here, all null values are there. Why? Because there is no matching record for 5555 on the right table. That is the reason why for right side table columns the values are null. Clear? Guys, clear?
Yes.
Okay, now tell me how many records will get for right outer join then. So right outer join is exactly opposite to left outer, and let me tell you the explanation of this. So basically it will retrieve guys, from someone there is a disturbance. Go on mute. If you want to talk, then only unmute it. So it will retrieve all the records from right table and only matching records from left table. Right? So now it is the ulta of the left table, right? Right outer join. It will first retrieve all the records from the right table and only matching records from the left table. So now tell me, how do you do join now? How do you calculate the number of records? Do you go with left to right or right to left will come?
Right to left.
Right to left.
So you have to consider this table as a main table since we are performing right outer join, and then we have to check the values here. So now tell me how much will be the count for right outer join. Karthik, go on mute.
Sir, I am on mute, sir.
No,
Maybe 7, sir.
7. Okay. Any answer from anyone?
6, sir.
6. Okay. How about others? Guys, are you understanding or not? If you did not understand, ask me, okay?
7 records.
7 records, sir. At the end, 7.
Okay. Okay. So, sorry?
5 records.
Okay. Do you think 5555 will retrieve as output here or no?
No, sir.
No.
No. Okay. That's correct. So let me explain you 1111 with all the values here. So how many times it is matching?
2 times.
2 times, right? So 2 plus, let's calculate here 2 values, and then 2222. How many times?
2 times.
2 times.
2 times.
2. And then 3333.
Once.
1.
Once.
Only once, right? So 1. And then 2222. Again 2
2
times.
times.
2 times.
2 times.
Right? It is 7 records, right? So, and then 5555 will not retrieve as output. If you want it, I can just show you here. You just need to change the syntax to right outer join. That's it. Yeah, 7 rows. Okay. And then if you take an example of full outer join, full outer join, it will retrieve all the records from both the tables and non-matching records will get displayed as null values. You got it, right? So wherever matching records are there, those values will be value will be having in the columns here, But if you don't have a matching record, then the values will be null values. That is what it means. So it will retrieve all the records from both the tables. So straight away, let me explain you with the answer, or else if you want to try, we can try it. So as per my explanation, how many records do you guys think for full outer join? It will retrieve all the records from both the tables. If it is matching, then the matching, how many times matching that record will get. If it is not matching, then all the records will fetch. How many records for full outer join?
Maybe 8.
Yeah, I think so. Why 8?
Because
The
555 will
matching
be a null
is
join.
8. Sorry, the matching records is 7 totally. The unmatched is only 5555.
So it will also retrieve, right? So for that, the records values will be null values from the second table, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
let me use full outer join. Right, guys, understood why 8 records? So it is same, all the records from both the tables will get, and also matching records, and then wherever not matching records are there, those values will be displayed as null. So here you can see a null values on the second table columns, right? Why? Because 5555 is not there on the right table. Let's say you have one value which is there on the right table only, and for that the left table values will be null here. Okay, I'll show you maybe that example later. So vice versa. So if it is there in the left table, then right table columns will be null. If the value is only there on the right table, then left table columns will be null values. The same way, right? So
Sir, why the value of department ID in the 3333 is null, sir?
here,
Yes.
why? Let's check. We did not insert a value for that, I guess. See here. Clear? The table itself having null value.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And then the cross join, it is nothing but matrix multiplication, Cartesian product of two tables. Cartesian product of two tables. Did anyone remember what is Cartesian product or matrix multiplication? It is just number of rows in the first column into number of rows in the second column, right?
Second column.
Second table, number of rows in the first table into number of rows in the second table. So how many rows will retrieve as output now, guys? If you use cross join is nothing but Cartesian product of two tables, right? So how many records do you think? As I told you, number of rows in the first table into number of rows in the second table. So how many rows are
Number
there in the
of
first
columns.
table? 6 rows, not columns.
66, sir.
Values 6 into 4, 24 rows will get as a output. Not 6 into 6, right? We have a 6 rows in the first table and 4 rows in the second table. 6 into 4, 24, right? So the syntax for this is select star from. There will not be any condition here to check between the two table columns. Why? Because since it is performing on the row level, so we don't need to give the join condition here. And if you give also, it won't accept. So select star from table A, cross join table B. That's it. Will retrieve 24 rows. If you try to give on condition, let's see what happens. See, it is saying error, right? So it won't accept the condition here since it is on the row level operation. So based on the number of rows in the first table and second table, the operation will be performed, right? So, and also there is another way to use, see in interview they might ask you, select star from table A, comma, table B, which is department. So how many records will get as output now? They'll ask you the question. So it is the Cartesian product, which is cross join. If you give select star from table A comma table B or table left table comma right table, it will perform as a cross join. Remember this point as well. Okay, these two are the syntaxes for cross join only. Clear? Okay. So now quickly, if you don't have any questions, I'll quickly write two data sets here. And if you want to tell me the answer tomorrow, okay? Or you can practice it today only. Null, 1, 2, null, 3. This is table 1. Right? Assume there is a column called ID, employee ID, and then table 2. I'm just writing a sample values here. 1, 2, 2, null, and then 4. So how many values do you think will be for inner join? Okay, so you guys decided, and then we'll continue with tomorrow's class. Okay, and that's it for today, and try to practice it, and we'll connect again tomorrow 9 a.m. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for joining. If you have any questions, you can call me on WhatsApp. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.